Hello, my people. Good day to you, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time zone you're listening to this, thank you for joining me on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift. My name is Michael Ojuola for Mindset Transformation Africa. And on today's episode of Daily Mind Shift, I want us to talk about growth. All right. So let me anchor today's episode on this statement. To grow bigger than the box you are in right now, you must be ready for discomfort. To grow bigger than the box you are in right now, you must be ready for discomfort. I want you to think about your life right now. If you're tired of being tired, if you're angry at your situation, if most times you're frustrated about your circumstances and you think it is Nigeria's fault, this is wrong with Africa, something is wrong with the world and all that, I understand you, all right? And sometimes you can be correct, but those things are out of your control. What I believe is within your control is your ability to look at yourself and said, I think I need to grow out of this mindset of blaming other people and not be responsible for all of me. And that is one of the themes that I will talk about on this particular podcast. To grow bigger than the box you are in right now, you must be ready for discomfort. The reason why you are uptight, the reason why you are angry, the reason why you are frustrated right now is because the box you are in doesn't fit anymore. It's because the present moment, the present circumstances, the present life that you are living right now is no more for you, is no more what you want. You want something better, you want something bigger, you want something greater. So be ready for discomfort. Do not fight the discomfort that is happening in your life because that's a symptom of growth. It's important for you to embrace this discomfort because that is a symptom for growth. As human beings, we have a natural tendency to avoid anything that is not comfortable. We don't like it. I have a friend. Always, she will say she likes easy life. And I always said yes. But easy life is the end result of the temporary hardness that you have to put in the work. When you need to put in the work, you have to put in the work so that at the end of your life, you will have ease that you crave for. Most people that start their life easily ends with hardship. Most families that inherited wealth lost it. Most kids that inherited, that are born with, many of them cannot hold on to the wealth of their parents. They lost it all and they end up most times in trouble. All right, so ease is most times not the good thing that you think it is. When you work hard for whatever you have a high tendency to have an easy life as you age and as you end your existence. So as human beings, we have a natural tendency to avoid discomfort. We love comfort. We want to seek comfort. However, if you want to achieve anything significant in this life, if you want to achieve any significant growth in this life, if you want to achieve anything worthwhile in any aspect of our lives, we need to be willing to step out of our comfort zones and embrace discomfort. You that don't like to talk to people and you want to be a salesman, you need to come out of your shell. Come out from being shy and go and sell, go and talk to people so that you learn how to talk to people. Do you understand? It's important for you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace discomfort. It's very important for you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace discomfort. So let me talk a little bit and explore this particular statement further. The first thing to understand is that growth happens outside of our comfort zone, outside the box we are comfortable in. That is where growth happens. When we stay within our comfort zones, we are not challenging ourselves and we are not learning anything new. It's only when we push ourselves beyond what we know right now and beyond what we are comfortable with, then that is when we begin to learn. That is when we begin to grow. Growth is never easy, all right? Go and ask the plant. Go and ask an animal. Ask yourself, Growth is never easy. To become a 38, 35, 23, 27, 28, 5-year-old human being, it is not easy. Your body had to stretch. Your brain had to stretch. Every limbs, every bones in your body, every cell had to stretch. So growth is not easy. And it is in the nature of life to grow. Life doesn't demand perfection. Life demands growth. It often requires us to take risks, calculated but risks nonetheless, to try new things. It demands us to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations. For example, if you're trying to improve your public speaking skills, you want to be able to talk to 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, 50,000, 100,000, 1 million people at the same time. You're all right. You want to improve your public speaking skills. You will need to force yourself to speak in front of large audience, even if it scares you. You cannot train yourself to speak publicly by speaking privately. You have to one day get out from speaking to yourself in the mirror to book a gig in front of 15 people. Start in front of 5 people and speak to them. In front of 30 people and speak to them. 100 people, speak to them. 1,000, speak to them. 20,000, speak to them. 2 million, speak to them. But it starts first by you forcing yourself to speak in front of a large audience that is not an audience of one. Even if it scares you, even if you're nervous as hell, even if every bone in your body is saying, go back home, you cannot do this, even if you have sweaty palms, even if your voice is shaking, even if your whole body is trembling, do it nonetheless. When we take on these uncomfortable challenges, we start to build resilience. We start to build confidence in ourselves. We begin to realize that we are capable of more than we thought. We begin to realize that we can handle difficult situations, and this in turn helps us to grow. It helps us to expand our horizons. It helps us to be in charge of our lives. Resilience builds our nerves, it builds our soul, it builds our spirits, and it builds our capacity to come out of our comfort zone and to do something that will increase our chance of succeeding. Remember what I started with. To grow bigger than the box you are in, you must be ready for discomfort. Another important point to keep in mind is that discomfort is often a sign that you are on the right path. That is what most people don't want to hear. That this uncomfortability, this frustration that I'm feeling right now because it's like my business is not working, it's like my life is not working, and are you telling me that it's a sign that I'm on the right path? Yes. Yes and no, but yes. Most times you are on the right path and your life is everything that you've been known to do is fighting against the new path that you are on. So it's important for you to keep that in mind. The discomfort, some of you are suffering from your laziness. No, you are not the one I'm talking to. I'm talking about people that are going out of their comfort zone to do things that they will not naturally do. To talk to strangers that they will not naturally talk to because they want to sell one or two things. All right. It is you that I'm talking to. Embrace that discomfort that you are feeling because it is a sign that you are on the right path. All right. If we are not experiencing some level of discomfort, that means we are probably not pushing ourselves enough. All right, we are probably not pushing ourselves enough. So when we step out of our comfort zones, we are challenging ourselves to become better, to achieve more than we thought is possible. It is important to know that discomfort doesn't always mean that you need to push ourselves to the point of exhaustion. No, it's important to listen to your bodies, all right? Rest when you have to. Listen to your mind. Make sure you are not putting yourself in harm's way. Do you understand? How can you prepare for discomfort? Let me wrap this up. Change your mindset. That's the first start. Change your mindset. Instead of viewing discomfort as something for you to avoid, view it as an opportunity for you to grow. Start small also. That's another way. Don't jump into the deep end right away. Start small. Take small steps and gradually build yourself up for bigger challenges. If you want to improve your fitness, for example, start by taking short walks and gradually increase there to a distance to speed. It is important for you to support yourself with people that will encourage you. Remember, to grow bigger than your box, you have to be ready for discomfort.